Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Mike McConville here one more time for guitar repair at StringTech. We got many a varied job coming in this week. There are 5, count them, 5 neck surgeries. There's this Les Paul, got a 68 SG, and an ES335, all in for neck surgery, as well as 2 acoustics. So lots to talk about. Thanks for joining us. Also got this Fender bass in that has a major wow in the neck. Boy, you don't need a straight edge to see this. We're going to be taking care of this. It needs an edge dress as well. Those frets are like razor blades along the edge of the neck. One word of caution: when you're adjusting the truss rod on these long flexible bass necks, I loosen the strings off completely, and usually, we'll have a look at this in a second, usually I will actually tighten the rod up so that we force the neck into a slight back bow, and then we'll tune it up, put that string tension back on, and see what we've got. Because that truss rod's so tight, I'm going to loosen it off. So this is a Fender Dimension bass. Dave is a long-time customer. I can't even remember how many basses I've worked on for him. He picked up his Jazz a couple of days ago and then dropped this one off. And it definitely needs some attention. But when I feel that much tension on a truss rod, it makes me a little suspicious. So just to be safe, I'm going to pull that out, put a drop of oil on it, and check it again to see if we can force that neck into a slight back bow. And then we'll tune it up again and have another look. So we got that out okay. We're going to resort to a little bit of trickery here. It didn't seem like we had enough adjustment to actually correct that extensive bow in the neck. So over to the disc sander. You've got a couple of fasteners there, some 3/16 inch rod, and I've stacked 3 washers on here. So we want to reduce the diameter of the washer so it is the same OD, or outside diameter, as the adjustment nut. Over to the disc sander. This is our hex head adjustment, and it is 309 OD, and I've got those down to 304. Good. And that's going to buy us back at least 5 or 6 threads of adjustment. Alright, well, we're going to go completely rogue on this one. And try and glue those together without it sticking to the actual hex union. Give that a few seconds. Be right back. Oh good, it didn't stick. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit more on the disc sander. Well, the plot thickens. I'm going to turn this guy down just to make sure we have that we can get that back in there without any grief. Quick spin on the disc sander. The plot thickens here. So our next step now is I'm going to actually super glue those washers. Think about this for a second. Okay, so I am brushing some lithium grease onto the threads so that our little washer doesn't stick to the threads. Here we go. Okay, don't want too much grease on there because I do want it to stick to the original adjustment nut. Let's see how we do with this. We'll slip that on. Okay, let's see how we do with this. Crazy glue, or super glue trick here. Let that wick around. Just snug that down. Wipe off the excess. Did that work? We'll find out. So far so good. Ooh, look at that. So for my last trick, I'm going to try and kind of set that in and see if we have much luck with that. Just want to make sure that that OD isn't larger. Just a little too snug. Wind it down just a little bit more. Back to the stationary disc. Try that again. Here we go, moment of truth. Ooh, I'm liking that. Let's see if all our work is in vain or not. Okay, we have just made contact. So let's see what happens now when we tighten this rod. My 10-inch straight edge, look at that. Oh yeah, we got a good solid back bow in that. So now we're going to tune this up and we'll check it again. Well, that trick with the truss rod and the nut and the washers worked beautifully. There was still a bunch of different high spots I had to get, and of course, when you're doing a fret truss on a maple neck, it's a whole different story. 3 times the work. Well, I got all the crunch out of the electronics. I sprayed all 4 pots. Now that the action has been corrected, and it's not just that it's buttery smooth to play, but it also makes a big difference in the calibration and the intonation. We'll start with low E.